I'll be on the broadcast for all Hamilton Cardinals home games this season. It's currently 24 degrees and sunny with a bit of a breeze. Playing shortstop is Charlie Towers. Batting second, playing center field, is Clayton Keys. Batting third, playing right field, is Tyler Duncan. Batting fourth, playing catcher, is Luis Bernardo. Batting fifth, playing left field, is Dennis DeBanning. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Danny Berg. Batting seventh, playing third base, is Lane Renault. Batting eighth, playing second base, is Troy Banks. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Tristan Osika. The starting pitcher today for your Hamilton Cardinals is number 12, Jason Wilbur.
Stepping up to the plate, the second baseman, number 11, Brett Graham.
The umpires for today's game, behind the plate, it's Ben Mercier, and on the bases, it's Dean Oberle and Ray Brownlee. Here we go for the first pitch. Jason Wilbur on the mound, as I mentioned. First pitch a little bit low. Brett Graham showing bunt on that first pitch. It's ball one. Wilbur, the left-handed pitcher, stands 6 feet tall, weighing 185 pounds. A Cordes, Ontario native, as this one is popped up and caught by the catcher. That's Luis Bernardo making the snag there. And there's one away. Bernardo back behind the plate tonight. He played a bit of third base and actually pitched the ninth inning for the Cardinals in their game on Friday night against the Guelph Royals, a losing effort. Now Reyes Cruz at the plate. Left-hander now batting with one out, and the base is empty. First pitch low for ball one. Now the 1-0 from Wilbur. He is hit up the middle and caught by the shortstop, Charlie Towers, who was right at him, down by his feet. He's able to make the grab for the second out.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 26, Eduardo de Olio.
The shortstop Towers, new to the Cardinals this season, has made some great defensive plays already. First pitch, fastball inside for ball one from Wilbur. De Olio at the plate, 2 for 8 so far this season, including the London Majors' only home run of the year.
Come on, 2-6, swing at those.
Now the 2-0 pitch from Wilbur. And this one's hit hard down the left field line. It's going to land fair, right on the line of the warning track. It's going to be thrown in by the left fielder, Dennis DeBanning. And he's going to be held to a single on that ball. Very well hit liner into left there. Looked like it might have been fading foul, but just caught the line.
Stepping up to the plate, the center fielder, number 7, Starling Joseph.
So a 2-out single for Diolio. That'll bring Starling Joseph to the plate. Another dangerous hitter in this London Majors lineup. Joseph, the right-hander, making the start in center field today for London. He's got a man on first with 2 away. First pitch from Wilbur inside. Sterling steps out of the box.
Let's go, pitcher, right down the plate!
Now the 1-0 to Sterling. Swings and misses at 1 outside. Looked like maybe an off speed there from Wilbur. That'll even the count at 1-1. Joseph, a former Texas Rangers prospect, going into his second season now with the majors. Now the 1-1 from Wilbur. That pitch is right in there. Another fastball from Wilbur. That's strike 2. 1-2 the count on Starling. 2 away. Joseph 1 for 6 at the dish so far this season. 1 RBI to his name already. This one, a softly hit ground ball to the second baseman, Troy Banks. He'll grab it and step on second, and that'll end the top of the first inning. No runs on 1 hit. Game still tied 0-0. We'll head to the bottom of the first after a short break.
One hit, 0 errors, 1 runner left on base. The score is 0-0 heading to the bottom of the first. Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 2, Charlie Towers.
Welcome back here to Bernie Arbor Memorial Stadium for another beautiful day at the ballpark. On Cable 14, we've got the London Majors and the Hamilton Cardinals facing off. We're here in the bottom of the first. Owen Boone, the pitcher, right-hander on the mound for the Majors, facing Charlie Towers, Hamilton's shortstop, as he swings and misses at the first pitch. Owen Boone, a longtime pitcher for the Majors, reached a career high in innings last season in 13 starts. And second pitch, strike 2 on Towers, 0-2. the 0-2 from Boone. Swing and a miss from Towers, and there's one away.
Stepping up to the plate, this center fielder, number 24, Clayton Keys.
Boone, a very strong starting pitcher for the majors, had a very good season last year. He is their number 2 pitcher this season, but very well could be a number 1 on most teams. Now Clayton Keys at the plate. Fouls the first pitch off the catcher, Diolio. He's going to take a second to collect himself. Boone having a quick chat with home plate umpire.
Let's go, Clayton! Let's shake and bake, baby! Let's go now!
Keys 1 for 8 so far this season with 1 RBI. Played center field mostly for the Cardinals so far. He's got the bases empty for him with 1 away. Owen Boone resets, count 0-1. This one's hit up the middle, and it's going to be caught. A liner right to Starling Joseph for the second out. Well hit ball there by Keys, timed it up nicely, but just right at the center fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 5, Tyler Duncan.
Right fielder Duncan now at the dish for Hamilton. 2 away. Duncan swings and misses at the first pitch from Owen Boone. Duncan 1 for 8 so far this season. An RBI, had a nice hit in Friday night's game against the Guelph Royals here at Bernie Arbor. Takes the 0-1 upstairs. That'll even the count.
Take a good look, Tyler. Take
Duncan had a stellar season with the Cardinals last year, leading the squad in doubles and triples. As this one's popped up, it's going to fall foul. So now a ball and 2 strikes on Duncan. The Cardinals debuting their all-white uniforms. Now the 1-2 pitch coming from Owen Boone.
Good eye, Taylor!
That one's outside. 2-2 now on Duncan. A swing and a miss from Duncan. That'll end the inning. 2 strikeouts there for Boone. No runs on no hits, no errors.
Nothing across the board.
We'll be right back in a couple minutes with the top of the second.
local 837 is Hamilton Strong and Proud, and a proud supporter of the Hamilton Cardinals baseball. Now to play the designated hitter, number 35, Cleveland Brownlee.
So here we go for the start of the second inning. Back on the mound is Jason Wilbur. Made quick work of the London Majors to start the game, facing just 4 batters. Now at the plate is the designated hitter, Cleveland Brownlee, longtime London Major, many years here in the IBL. Notice the defense shifting over to the left a bit. Second baseman, Troy Banks. As he gets him to swing and miss on that pitch, Brownlee even now at 1-1. Brownlee 0 for 7 so far. As I mentioned earlier, the London Majors 0-2 on the season with a pair of losses to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now the 1-1 from Wilbur, a little bit low for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch to Brownlee. He smokes this one up the left side. That'll get through in between the shortstop Towers and Banks, the second baseman, for a single. His first hit of the season.
Go, Dean!
Now to play the first baseman, number 37, Kane McGee.
On double play.
Kane McGee at the plate now, the left-hander, with Brownlee on first and nobody away. McGee in his first IBL season here with the Majors. First pitch, ball 1 on McGee. That pitch finds the zone. Looked like a breaking ball there from Wilbur. Count even now at 1-1. Jason Wilbur winds up. And a big swing and a miss there from McGee. You can see over there at first base, Cleveland Brownlee trying to psych out Wilbur on the mound. Obviously not a threat to steal, but making him think anyways. McGee behind 1-2 now to Wilbur. One-two offering is outside. That'll even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. McGee 1 for 2 so far on the year with an RBI to his name. Now the 2-2 from Wilbur. Outside again, that'll bring the count full. Wilbur pitched 24 innings in the NCAA for the Indiana University of Pennsylvania. 25 strikeouts in those 24 innings, just 14 walks. He's got a full count now here on McGee. The payoff pitch, and it's hit into center field. And it's going to be caught by the center fielder, Clayton Keys. He had to go a long way to get that one, but he's able to track it down for the first out. Cleveland Brownlee safely slides back into first.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 14, Will Pollard.
So now 1 away for the Cardinals. Cleveland Brownlee over there at first still.
Sometimes you want to make it look like you did something, so you just slide. Look how dirty I got. Let's go, Dean! Keep it going now!
Will Pollard, the London, Ontario native, at the plate now. First pitch, ball 1 from Wilbur. Pollard still looking for his first hit of the season. Wilbur will reset on the mound.
Let's go, Cardinals. Let's go. Let's go, Cardinals.
Pollard settles back into the box. Now the 1-0 from Wilbur. Inside again, now 2-0. Wilbur, the 6-foot-tall left-hander, previously a member of the Ontario Yankees before his commitment to the IUP Crimson Hawks. 2-0, that one will catch the inside of the zone. 2 balls and a strike on Pollard. Now the 2-1 offering from Wilbur. Swing and a miss, that'll even the count at 2-2. Brownlee still stuck over there at first after his single to left center.
Let's go, defense!
Now the 2-2 offering. That's fouled straight back. Pollard stays alive. Count 2-2 on Pollard. Pitch from Wilbur is hit on the ground to the third baseman, Lane Renault. He'll look at second, but throw to first, and it'll be dug out of the dirt by Tristan Osika. A nice play over there at first base to record the second out. Cleveland Brownlee will move up to second base.
Now to plate number 34, the left fielder, Judd Walker.
Let's go, Cards! Take it back to the dugout, let's go!
Now Judd Walker, the right-hander at the plate for the Majors, takes first pitch low and inside for ball 1. Walker 0 for 1 so far this season. He's got a chance here with a man in scoring position and 2 away. As he fouls that one off, evens the count at a ball and a strike. So now the 1-1 pitch from Wilbur. And that's just going to miss outside, 2-1.
Keep it down, pitch, let's go now. Keep it down.
Brownlee with a short lead over there at second base. Two-one from Wilbur. This one's popped up in the infield. Second baseman Banks moving over, sun in his eyes, and he makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. No runs on just 1 hit. No errors by the Cardinals. That'll do it for the top of the second. We'll be back in just a minute for the bottom half. Welcome back here to Bernie Arbor Memorial Stadium for the Cardinals taking on the visiting London Majors. I'm here with the general manager of the Hamilton Cardinals, George Halim. George, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate this.
No problem. Anytime at all. You're welcome on the broadcast. How do you think the season's going so far for the Cardinals? I know you're excited to be back and ready to get things started here this season.
Yeah, I mean, we've kind of got we're ushering in a new era of Cardinals baseball, in my opinion. We're only 2 games in. I don't really have much of opinion other than we're playing up to what I thought we would, right? High energy. It's a long season, right? It's really difficult to make too many assessments this early in the year, but so far so good.
Absolutely. It seems like all the fans are excited to be here. We're getting lots of people out to the games, which is lovely to see. So we're here now for the bottom of the second inning. Owen Boone still on the mound. The catcher, Luis Bernardo, at the dish. George Bernardo, a new member to the Cardinals. Have you liked what you've seen so far from him?
I have. He's actually been one of our biggest catalysts thus far. He's a guy that comes to us with 2,000-plus innings in the O's system. He's caught more than anyone that I know. He does this for a living, so having him has been a blessing for us. He was one of our first imports, and what he brings to us from a bilingual standpoint. I mean, the guy
he's
can
just
hit.
going to crush this ball down to left field. And it's going to be caught at the warning track by Walker. Very well hit ball there by Bernardo. If he keeps hitting the ball like that, I think Cardinals fans are going to endear themselves to him pretty well.
Yeah, he can swing it all right.
Dennis DeBanning at the plate now, the right-hander, another guy who has some power. One game last season, he hit 2 home runs. I believe that was in Kitchener. DeBanning batting .250 so far early in this season. Boone going to be a tough matchup for the Cardinals today, but I think this new and improved lineup for the Cardinals is going to give him a test. First pitch is outside to DeBanning. He's going to step out and adjust his equipment. Now Boone ready for the second pitch, the 1-0. Swing and a miss on the inside. Evens the count at 1-1.
Lots of green out there. Let's go now. Bring it home, baby. Bring it home.
The 1-1 now from Owen Boone. DeBanning holds his swing up there. That one misses. Looked like it was high for ball 2. Now the 2-1 to DeBanning. This one's hit into left field. A liner, and it's going to drop in front of Walker. That'll be a base hit for DeBanning. A 1-out single here for the Cardinals, looking to get something going with the score still tied at 0.
Stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter, number 3, Danny Bird.
Danny Berg, the left-hander, now at the plate. George, what do you know about this young kid here at the dish?
Danny comes to us from Saskatchewan. He's actually one of the nicest people you'll ever meet if you ever have the pleasure of meeting him. I remember when he was in high school, I was coaching him in Florida with the D-back scout team down in Jupiter, and he probably had one of the most embarrassing moments of his career. It was unbelievable. We were in I think we were up by.
Throw over to second base, and that'll get by. It'll be a stolen base for DeBanning. He thought about going to third. He'll hustle back into second. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So we were down by 1. We were playing the Indiana Prospects, and we were the home team, and I don't think Danny realized it at the time. It was the 7th inning, and they hit a fly ball to right field, and he slipped. It went by him, and while everyone's rounding the bases, he's just walking after the baseball, and no one knew why. He didn't realize that it wasn't a walk-off. He thought that everybody was cheering because it was over. So when he picked it up and the game had to keep going, it was easily one of the most hilarious things I'd ever seen. But he actually ended up getting a scholarship to Polk State out of that trip.
Wow.
From an offensive standpoint, he's a spark plug. He's got extremely high plate discipline. Just brings a lot of energy, competitive at bats, knows how to win. Went to school in Florida, and as much as you might love him off the field, he'll hate you as much as he can on it. So we love having him with us.
That's a great story. Berg now behind the count 1-2. He's got DeBanning in scoring position after that stolen base. Nearly took third as well. Danny Berg still looking for his first hit of the season. Cardinals looking to open up this game. Single might be able to score DeBanning. He's pretty quick over there at second. Now the 1-2 offering from Boone. And it's hit hard on the ground to the shortstop, Candell. He'll pick it up and throw over to first in time to get Berg out. There's 2 away. DeBanning will have to stay put at second.
Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, number 48, Lane Renault.
The third baseman, Lane Renault, now at the plate, a returning Cardinal. Any more fun stories there about Lane Renault? That was a good one.
No, Lane is one of those few guys that we made sure we wanted to keep around that was local, right? I mean, he brings so much to the table from a leadership standpoint, a pride standpoint. He's essentially everything you want in a Hamilton Cardinal, especially when the dude is in his mid to late 20s. Real difficult for me to picture this organization without him, and he happens to be coming off a career year. So I think if anyone but Lane expects anything but what he did last year, if not better, I would be extremely surprised. So that's what he brings to us, leadership in the infield when it's really, really young and new, familiarity with the diamond, with the league, and yeah, that dude, we're expecting him to hit for us this year.
Yeah, the count even now at 1-1 on Renault. Renault does seem like quite the team player. Saw him appear a couple times on CHCH, introducing the new era of Cardinals baseball. So that was great to see.
Lane loves the gear. Lane loves the TV. You know, as he should. I mean, he's definitely got a face for television, but yeah, he's the type of guy that you want around. You want him representing what you're trying to do. I love that he's out in the community. I love that he throws our brand everywhere. I mean, there's no other way to grow it, and he's not a bad person to grow it around.
Yeah, and speaking of the brand, some beautiful new uniforms and gear for the Cardinals this season. Last Friday, we were sporting the black uniforms. Those were very sharp. Today, we got the all-whites. They'll be a staple here at home all season, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got to give a shout-out to our owner, Eric Spear. And, I mean, as soon as he took over, I wouldn't have taken this job if it wasn't for him and the way that he was approaching the business. And so as soon as he showed me the rebrand and what they were going to do with the Cardinals, I knew that he was being very serious about it. And you got to look good first, right? I mean, it's all about the players, and the players want cool gear, and they want to look right on the field, and that's a good start, in my opinion.
Yeah, no question. It definitely can't hurt having some new gear and something to attract some new players. Certainly can't hurt. As Lane Renault strikes out, that'll be the third strike and end the inning. One runner left on, a single by DeBanning. The score still 0-0 as we head to the top of the third.
Runner left on base, 0 errors committed by the Royals. The score is 0-0.
Thanks, George, for joining us on the broadcast here. You're welcome back anytime.
Appreciate it.
All right, it's time for kids.
Welcome back here to Bernie Arbor Stadium. And I'm here now for the top of the third with majority owner of the Hamilton Cardinals, Eric Spearin. Eric, how you doing today?
I'm good, thanks, Jared. We got a beautiful day at the ballpark here. It couldn't be better.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's having a lot of fun, and you guys have done a lot of new things here to encourage fans to come out to the ballpark and have fun. What are some of your favorite things that you've introduced so far?
You know what? My most favorite thing right now is seeing all the fans in the stands. We had a great turnout for the home opener on Friday night. We had 736 in attendance. We have a lot of alumni here today celebrating Dean Dicenzo, and they said that they've never seen more than maybe 600 people in the past 35 years that they've been connected to the organization. So that's the thing that I'm most proud of and the most excited about, is actually seeing people in the stands here and buying into our marketing and the vision that we've outlined.
Yeah, so far it seems to have been pretty successful. It's gotta be great to see as the majority owner and all the players just having fans in the stands cheering them on. It's gotta feel good.
Yeah, for sure. I think the game day experience, which Emily Thompson and also Joey Ransom, who's behind the scenes putting together a lot of the operations. I mean, they're to credit. What you see here as a fan and the fan experience, getting the fans engaged with a lot of our giveaways and our promotions. They've really taken that off my plate, and they've been a huge help to the organization.
So here we go for the start of the top of the third. We've got Jason Wilbur still on the mound. 2 pretty good innings so far, only giving up 1 hit to the London Majors. A pretty lethal lineup typically for London.
And we saw Jason pitch in the exhibition game. It was on Mother's Day, and he looked really sharp. So it looks like he's continued that today.
Absolutely. We've got the shortstop Keith Candell at the plate, batting in the 9 spot today. He's 0 for 6 so far this season, looking for his first hit of the campaign. As the 0-1 is in the dirt, that'll even the count at a ball and a strike. One of the great things that we've seen so far this season is all the new sponsors and partners with the Hamilton Cardinals. And how did you manage getting so many great sponsors to join the crew this year?
Yeah, a lot of it was just pounding the pavement, knocking on a lot of doors in the off season. I took over right at the end of the playoffs, so it was the beginning of September. And the first thing I did was start to reach out to different companies, let them know about the vision that we're creating for the Hamilton Cardinals, and really just see if they would support us. And we had great buy-in from all our community partners and even some large corporate companies like Acura and Life Labs.
Yep, that's great. Lots of new banners that we can see on the outfield wall, new since last season. Makes the ballpark really look extra sharp. So now a 2-2 pitch to Candell, and that's strike 3 called. And that'll sit down the shortstop Candell, and there's quickly 1 away.
Yeah, you mentioned the banners, Jared. I mean, that was something at the top of my list, was to really create an experience for fans that they would see at a minor league baseball stadium. I was looking at old photos of the Hamilton Redbirds, which played at Bernie Arbor Stadium from 88 to 92. And they were foul pole to foul pole, all banners. And that was a true inspiration on what we wanted to bring back here.
Absolutely. A first baseman, Osika, cheating in a little bit, as this one's a softly hit ground ball to the shortstop Towers, who will make the play at first. And there's 2 away. Wilbur quickly retires Graham, and that'll bring up Reyes Cruz with 2 away.
But in addition to the banners, I just want to say about the experiences, we really wanted to give the fans like a true sporting fan experience, which they may have not received in the past coming to a Cardinals game. So when you walk through the doors, we wanted you, the way the box office felt, the concession stand, the merchandise stand, the entire presentation, we want to keep it consistent with all the other sports teams that you see in the city. And I feel like, I'm pretty happy that we feel like we've achieved that so far.
Yeah, no, you've done an awesome job promoting the brand and getting the name out there, partnering with other local teams. It's great to see.
Yeah, for sure. The other teams have been so receptive as well. We did a lot with the Hamilton Bulldogs. They just really complimented us because they were, in season when we were off season, and helped us, remain relevant by incorporating us into the game day experience, getting our players out in the community. They've been such a great help, and we look forward to, reciprocating that later in the year. In late August, we're going to have some of the local Hamilton teams, including the Kilty Bees, out to our game and do some promotions with them.
Strike 3 called on Reyes Cruz. Back-to-back strikeouts for Wilbur there. Two of the 3 batters faced. That'll end the inning. Hamilton Cardinals still even at 0-0. Just like to say thanks to Eric for joining us here on the broadcast. It's great to have you, and you're welcome back anytime.
Thanks, Jared.
Attention Hamilton Cardinals fans, are you ready to stepping up to the plate, the second baseman, number 7, Troy Banks.
So another shutout inning there for Jason Wilbur. As we head now to the bottom of the 3rd inning, we're going to welcome on to the broadcast the general manager of Cable 14, Jonathan Friedman. Jonathan, welcome on to the broadcast, and it's a pleasure to have you.
Absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me join. It's great. What a great day.
Oh, yeah, beautiful day. We had a little bit of rain on Friday, and the crowd still showed out. Another big crowd here today. As the first pitch from Owen Boone, who's still on the mound, is called strike 1 on Troy Banks.
Let's go now. Keep an eye on it.
Jonathan, Cable 14 coming back to the Hamilton Cardinals this season after a couple of games last year. What went into that decision as the Cardinals ground out for the first out?
It was absolutely a no-brainer for us. Eric and team approached us. We had the perfect scenario with the Hamilton Bulldogs leaving Hamilton, and I'm also personally a huge baseball fan, massive. So for me, it seemed great. I knew what Eric was doing with his team, what George was doing with the team itself, and we thought this makes sense. So
yeah, absolutely.
All home games.
Yeah.
All home games are here.
Yeah, it's great to see you guys broadcasting the games, and the Cardinals got a revamped roster, and I know the fans are excited as this one's fouled off by Osika. Osika still looking for his first hit of the season. As I mentioned earlier, game still tied 0-0 here at Bernie Arbor. London Majors dropped their first 2, looking to get their first win. Hamilton 1-1 as that pitch is swung on and missed by Osika. A lot of great new camera angles here for this season at Bernie Arbor.
That was it. We basically, for the four of the home games, we're doing all the home games on Cable 14, so Cable 14 live broadcast at cable14.com. And we'll be here for every home game, which is great, and then catch on demand afterwards. Shameless plug there, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's great. Myself and Reed Duffy will be on the broadcasts on Friday nights, and then
Reed's
it'll be
joining you and Reed on Friday night for Friday Night Baseball.
Yep.
And it was great last Friday, except for the
as this
rough
one's
weather.
hit on the ground. High hopper over to shortstop. The throw from Candell. A nice stretch there by McGee to record the out. Osika, quick runner, but just didn't hit that ball hard enough.
This is a great team. It's a young, I mean, I'd say the energy of this team is tremendous. The energy of the team and the clubhouse, they just really have a real positive energy about themselves, and it's great watching them play.
Absolutely. Charlie Towers, the leadoff hitter, now back at the plate, the left-hander. Towers, through 2 games so far, has walked 5 times already, but still looking for a hit. Owen Boone, a very formidable pitcher on the mound today for London. He dominated the Cardinals a couple times last season. So far doing the same. As Towers swings and misses. Towers struck out in his first time at the plate. Now the 1-1 offering from Boone. It's fouled off. That one in on his hands. It's 1-2. Base is empty here with 2 away for Towers.
Got a decent crowd tonight. I mean, it's afternoon, sorry, for the holiday weekend. A decent crowd.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was still blown away by Friday night's crowd. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was very incredible considering that there was rain in the forecast. Usually that deters a lot of people, but not the case on Friday. As the 1-2 offering is swung on and missed, caught by the catcher DeOlio, and that'll end the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors here for the Cardinals. And we'd like to thank Jonathan Friedman, the Cable 14 general manager, for joining us on the broadcast.
Thank you very much. I had a great time. And enjoyed the sunshine on.
Yep.
Grab a hot dog and maybe another water and watch the rest of the game.
Yep, and we'll be back in just a second for the top of the 4th inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 26, Eduardo DeOlio.
So here we go for the top of the 4th inning here at Bernie Arbor Memorial Stadium. We're here on Cable 14. Jason Wilbur still on the mound for the Cardinals, dealing so far. No runs conceded by either team. DeOlio back at the plate. Excuse me, DeOlio had a single his last time up, pounded a ball down the left field line. As there's a first pitch strike, Wilbur now with the 0-1. Just outside, caught by the catcher Bernardo. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball there. Actually, it looked like a changeup from Wilbur. Now ahead 1-2. DeOlio 1 for 1 today As I mentioned, 2 for 8 on the season, including a home run and 2 RBIs. Now the 1-2. As this one softly hit towards center field, and it's going to drop. Not a hard hit ball, but just found the right spot. And that'll be another single. 2 singles so far today for him.
Stepping up to the plate, this center fielder, number 7, Starling Joseph.
Let's go, Cardinals!
Joseph now at the plate.
Cardinals!
Very big threat in this
Let's go, Cardinals!
Majors lineup, batting 4th today in front of the designated hitter Brownlee. He's 0 for 1 so far. He's got a runner on first in Diolio. Nice pitch there from Wilbur to get Starling to swing and miss. Wilbur getting close to 50 pitches in this game through 3 innings. Joseph 1 for 6 on the season. Another swing and a miss. This pitch a little bit outside, out of the reach of Joseph. He's ahead 0-2 here quickly. Joseph calls time. And he'll reset and get back into the box. Here comes the 0-2 offering from Wilbur. Starling just gets a piece of that one. Looked like he was a bit early. Still 0-2. So Joseph resets again, steps back into the box behind 0-2. Diolio with a short lead over there at first. Doesn't look like a threat to steal at the moment. The 0-2 from Wilbur. That one low and inside, blocked by the catcher Bernardo. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Starling Joseph. Wilbur delivers. Just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Count holds at 1-2. Close game so far. Nobody able to cash in any runners. Furthest anybody's got is second base so far. Hamilton Cardinals and the London Majors actually met in last year's postseason in the IBL semifinals, with the London Majors taking that series in 5 games. And he gets him to strike out. Another K for Wilbur. He'll sit down Joseph, and there's 1 out this inning.
Stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter, number 35, Cleveland Brownlee.
That's Wilbur's 3rd strikeout of the game through 3 1/3. Surrendered 3 hits so far in his 13 batters faced. Cleveland Brownlee certainly a threat to get on base, as he did earlier in this game with a hard hit single in between the shortstop and second baseman on the left side. Shifting over again. Runner still over there on first base. It's Diolio. Hard hit ball right into the stands. That one could have been dangerous. It looks like everybody is okay. There's no netting down the left field line there. He got way out in front of that one and just pulled it really hard into the stands. So Brownlee will reset behind 0-1 now. The pitch from Wilbur. Time is called. the 0-1 offering from Wilbur. And he gets Brownlee to swing and miss. He's ahead 0-2 now. Brownlee, as I mentioned earlier, a long-time IBLer, going into his 13th season with the majors, coming off back-to-back IBL championships as well. London going to be looking to go for a third straight. Now the 0-2 to Brownlee. This one just outside. A ball and 2 strikes.
Watch for the steal. It may become real.
Brownlee steps back into the box and he's ready for the 1-2 as this one's low. Count even now at 2-2. Catcher Bernardo going to have a chat with Wilbur on the mound. Looks like they're going to call a balk on Wilbur. And Diolio and the Majors are going to be awarded second base here and get a runner in scoring position with 1 away. Cleveland Brownlee. Looks like that last pitch. It's going to be a 1-2 count on Brownlee. A little more discussion. Cleveland Brownlee had an excellent year last season, batting .335 with 15 home runs and 52 RBIs. So now Wilbur looks over at the runner at second. Cardinals defense gonna have to straighten out a little bit as this one's hit high into right center field. Center fielder Keys moving over, makes the catch, runner tagging, and he's heading to third. The throw won't be in time though. So Cleveland Brownlee advances the runner there with a pop fly into right center field, and there's 2 away.
The first baseman, number 37, Kane McGee.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Number 37, Kane McGee at the plate. The left-hander, 0 for 1 today. He's got a chance here with Diolio over at third base and 2 away. As this one's hit on the ground to third base, Lane Renault is going to grab it, bumps into the umpire, throw to first, just not in time. It's going to be an infield single for McGee, and that will score the run and put the London Majors up 1-0 here in the top of the 4th. Tough play there for Lane Renault. It was a hard hit ground ball right down the third base line. He went to his right, tried to backhand it, knocked it down, and then ended up actually bumping into the third base umpire.
Now at the plate, the right fielder, number 14, Will Pollard.
Renault was able to collect himself and make a throw over to first that was actually pretty close to getting McGee, but not quite. So still 2 outs. So here for the Cardinals, and McGee on first base, which brings up Pollard, the right-hander, as he hits one high down the right side, and it's going to end up foul into the bleachers. So the first run of this game is for the London Majors on that infield single by McGee. Now an 0-1 count on Pollard. That one catches the outside of the zone. Now 0-2 for Wilbur. Now the 0-2 offering from Wilbur. This one's hit hard to left field. DeBanning moving over, and he's able to make the catch. One run will come in for the London Majors as they lead this game now 1-0. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. We'll be right back in a couple minutes.
Left on base, 0 errors committed by your Stepping up to the plate, this center fielder, number 24, Clayton Keys.
Welcome back here to Bernie Arbor Memorial Stadium for Cardinals baseball on Cable 14. My name's Jarrett Matthews. And here we are for the bottom of the fourth inning. London Majors in the top half were able to score a run, the only run of this game so far, on an infield single. Now we've got the center fielder Clayton Keys at the dish for Hamilton, facing Owen Boone, the starting pitcher today for the Majors. Thrown 3 very solid innings so far, only given up 1 hit, striking out 4, and hasn't walked a guy yet. Now the 0-1. Watched by Keys, a little bit low, now even at 1-1. Keys 1 for 9 so far early in this season with an RBI. As he swings and misses at that one, he's behind 1-2. Pretty quiet game on both sides of the plate from both teams. No extra base hits so far. No walks given out by either pitcher. Both starters still in the game. 1-2 count on the center fielder Keys as he fouls one off to stay alive. Keys will step back into the box. Now the 1-2 pitch from Owen Boone. Just a bit outside, 2-2 now on Keys. Clayton Keys from Calgary, Alberta, joins the Cardinals this season. Now the 2-2. This one hit hard, and it'll get over the second baseman Graham's head, and it's going to get close to the warning track as he rounds first, and the right fielder Pollard just bobbled it a little bit. Looks like Keys was going to go to second either way, but makes his life a lot easier there, as that's the first extra base hit of the game for either team.
The right fielder, number 5, Tyler Duncan.
Now the Hamilton Cardinals threatening to tie this game with Tyler Duncan, the right fielder, at the plate. Duncan, someone the Cardinals would really like to have at the plate in this situation, led the team in extra base hits last year as he swings and misses at the first pitch from Boone. Nobody out and a man in scoring position. That's Keys, who just hit the double. Now the 0-1 to Duncan. Watches that one in the dirt. It's blocked by the catcher, Diolio, but Keys will stay put there at second. Didn't quite get far enough for him to steal third. Duncan 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Looking to change that here. One hit on the season so far. Had a nice one in Friday's game. Now the 1-1 offering from Boone. That one finds the zone. It's 1-2. Boone resets. Now the 1-2 to Tyler Duncan. Swing and a miss. And it is caught for strike 3 by Diolio. That's one away now for the Majors. Still trying to hold on to that 1-0 lead.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 14, Luis Bernardo.
Luis Bernardo, the catcher, now at the dish for Hamilton. First pitch for Bernardo is hit on the ground to the shortstop, Keith Candell. He'll make a play over to first, and it is caught by the first baseman. Had to be dug out of the dirt by McGee, but it'll be the second out. Runner Keys moves up to third.
Stepping up to the plate, the left fielder, number 16, Dennis Jabanik.
Now the left fielder, Dennis Jabanik, at the plate. Made a couple nice defensive plays earlier in this game in left field. This one bounces away from the catcher, and he's going to score. So that'll tie the game for the Cardinals. Clayton Keys with a heads-up play over there at third. Got a good jump on that ball in the dirt from Boone, and he's able to score and knot this game at 1. So no hit required there from the Cardinals. They've got the bases empty with 2 away. Jabanik already 1 for 1 in this game. Ahead in the count, 1-0. Now the 1-0 offering from Boone. It's high now, 2-0. That's the first run that Boone has surrendered all season. This now his 9th inning pitched of the campaign. As this one's high now, 3-0 to Jabanik. Danny Berg on deck for the Cardinals right now. Jabanik 2 for 5 in this season. As this one finds the zone, it's 3-1. Pitch to Jabanik, and that's going to be ball 4, up and away from Owen Boone. this inning will continue for the Cardinals.
Stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter number 3, Danny Berg.
The left-hander Danny Berg at the plate now for Hamilton. 0 for 1 today. He's got a runner on first in DeBanning with 2 away. First pitch fastball in there for strike 1 from Boone. Boone nearing 55 pitches in this game. As he throws over to first, tries to get DeBanning, nearly gets him, but he is called safe. So now an 0-1 count on Berg. Decent lead over there at first. Being held on is DeBanning. As he's going to second on this one that is popped up into center field, Starling Joseph will settle under it and make the catch for the third and final out. 1 run does come in for the Hamilton Cardinals, though. It's tied at 1 run apiece as we head to the top of the 5th. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
1 hit, 1 runner. Judd Walker.
Welcome back here to Bernie Arbor Memorial Stadium for the Cardinals taking on the London Majors on Cable 14. Cardinals just tied the game in the bottom half of the 4th. Both teams actually getting a run in that inning. Wilbur still on the mound and still dealing as he gets a first pitch strike. It's Judd Walker at the plate, the right-hander, as you can hear the crowd getting into it now. That pitch in there for strike 2 from Wilbur. Wilbur having a pretty good day so far. Giving up 4 hits, just 1 earned run, striking out 3 of the 16 batters he's faced. Now the 0-2 from Wilbur as it's softly hit on the ground to the shortstop, Charlie Towers, and it's caught. But the first baseman, Tristan Osika, had to jump up to grab that one and wasn't able to get back down to the bag in time. It's going to be an infield single for Walker. No error committed there by the Cardinals. Throw was just slightly high, and Osika had to jump up to grab it.
Now at the plate, the shortstop, number 12, Keith Candell.
So a leadoff single here for the Majors, looking to get something else going after Hamilton tied the game last half inning. Just the 5th hit of the game surrendered by the Cardinals and Wilbur. So 1-0 count now on Candell, who's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Candell looking for his first hit of the season as the Major shortstop. Shows bunt, and it's going to be right back to the pitcher, Wilbur, as he makes the play. A very nice throw from Wilbur to get the lead runner and keep the Majors out of scoring position. It was a decent bunt there by Candell. He's able to reach first, but fielder's choice.
Now to play the second baseman, Brett Graham.
Brett Graham now, the right-hander at the plate, actually from Burlington, Ontario. 0 for 2 so far today. First pitch just misses on the outside half. Now the 1-0 from Wilbur. Runner going to second as this one's hit hard right to where Troy Banks was standing. It's going to be a single as the throw is cut off again by Banks. So that'll advance the runner over to third. Got runners on the corners here for London with one away.
Step up to the plate, the third baseman, number 21, Tommy Reyes Cruz.
So Graham gets his second base hit of the season in a big spot here for the Majors. Excellent chance to take back their lead that they lost. Little bit of action now happening in the Cardinals bullpen. As this pitch misses for ball one. Now the 0-1 offering to Reyes Cruz, the left-hander. This one's popped up into the shallow outfield. The shortstop Towers moves back, makes the catch, runner tagging as he's going to run the ball in. Throw over to third from Towers. So a big out there for the Cardinals. Now 2 away, runners on the corner still.
Step up to the plate, the catcher, number 26, Eduardo De Olio.
Eduardo De Olio at the plate. The right-hander was the lone run scored for the London Majors. Had an infield hit earlier. He's actually 2 for 2 on the day. Hit a ball down the left field line. Nearly a double on that one. First pitch here from Wilbur. He actually throws over to the first baseman, Osika. Not in time to get the runner, Graham, at first. Now the first pitch to Diolio. Check swing on a ball outside. He didn't go around, according to the first base umpire. Wilbur now this is going to be his 70th pitch of the game here. He's behind 0-1. Now the offering swung on and missed by DiOlio. Count evens at 1-1. A ball and a strike. The pitch now from Jason Wilbur. Hit on the ground to the left side. Missed by Lane Renault, the third baseman. A big throw from Towers, and he was on line with the throw, but it just wasn't in time. Bobbled by the first baseman, Osika. It's going to be another infield hit for the London Majors as a run will score on the play, and they'll take a 2-1 lead. Runner advances to third as well on the play. So runners on the corners once again with 2 outs as the Majors take a 2-1 lead.
Stepping up to the plate, the center fielder, number 7, Starling Joseph.
Starling Joseph back at the plate, the right-hander for the London Majors in a big spot here, looking to extend this Majors lead. Joseph 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. This one's hit hard into left field, and that's going to be a base hit and another run for the Majors. It's an RBI single for Starling Joseph, his first hit of the day, and that'll make it a 3-1 ball game. As we're going to have a visit to the mound, it looks like we might have a new pitcher coming into the game. All in all, a very solid start for Wilbur up until this point. 3 shutout innings to begin the game, and 1 run conceded in the 4th, 2 in the 5th here, as the Cardinals now trail by 2 with Cleveland Brownlee coming to the plate. You don't want to have any more miscues. Brownlee, a very powerful hitter, as I mentioned, 15 home runs last season. Not someone you want to have any struggles against. It's the right-hander Corbin Peters warming up in the bullpen. It looks like Jason Wilbur is going to stay in momentarily. Brownlee 1 for 2 so far. Had a single to the left side back in the 2nd inning. This one inside to Brownlee, caught by the catcher Bernardo. Wilbur resets as Brownlee steps back into the box. Decent leads at first and second from DiOlio and Joseph, as this one's outside. Now 2-0. Cardinals looking to stop the bleeding here at 2 runs. Now the 2-0 offering from Wilbur. We got him with the off speed there. Has a throw over to second. Challenges DiOlio as he was starting to walk back to the bag, but a nice pitch there by Wilbur to get Brownlee to swing and miss. I think he was expecting something a little faster. Just got way out in front of it and fanned him. So now the count is 2 balls and a strike on Brownlee. Wilbur delivers. This one's hit hard at the third baseman, Lane Renault, who catches a hard hit line drive by Brownlee, and that'll end the inning. 2 runs do score, though, for the Majors. They lead this one 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back here on Cable 14 for Cardinals baseball in just a minute.
the plate, the third baseman, number 48, Lane Renaud.
Stadium as we have the London Majors taking on the Hamilton Cardinals here on Cable 14, as Lane Renaud is ready to lead things off here in the bottom of the fifth inning for the Cardinals. Hamilton surrendering 2 runs in the top half of the inning to the Majors as they are behind 3-1. First pitch ball to Lane Renaud. Owen Boone still dealing on the mound for the London. Nothing new for the London Majors, nothing new there. Only surrendered 2 hits, 1 earned run, striking out 5 of the 15 batters he's faced so far. As he gets Lane Renaud to swing and miss at 1. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 from Boone. Just inside. Good eye there by Renaud. Lane Renaud 0 for 1 today, playing in his first game of the season. Another big cut, just a little bit too late on that one. It's even 2-2. Lane Renaud making the start at third base today, where he played most of the games last season for the Cardinals. Now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Boone. That his 6th of the day. That fastball just too fast for Renaud to catch up to.
Stepping up to the plate, the second baseman, number 7, Troy Banks.
Cardinals able to score their 1 run in the bottom of the 4th on a pass ball. First pitch curveball finds the zone from Boone. Troy Banks at the plate now, the second baseman for Hamilton. Banks looks at another breaking ball, it looked like there. This one finds his own as well. He's behind 1-2. Owen Boone, well known for pitching deep into ball games here in the IBL, did so many a time last season. As he gets Troy Banks to swing and miss, the third stripe is dropped, tag is applied, and that'll be 2 away now. As the umpires are going to have a little bit of a discussion on this one. Banks wasn't running over there to first base. Looked like he thought maybe he foul tipped it. No, he's going to be called out on a swinging strike 3 and the tag applied by Diolio.
Stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, number 20, Tristan Osika.
Now the number 9 hitter, Tristan Osika, at the plate. Osika 0 for 1 in this game. Still looking for his first hit of the season as he checks his swing. Did go around. It's 0-1. Base is still empty here for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 5th. 2 away. Now the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Osika quickly behind 0-2. Owen Boone still dealing out there. Boone with 7 strikeouts so far today through 4 2/3. This one's hit on the ground to the right side. A little bit of a tricky play for the second baseman, but he makes it It's Graham with the throw over and McGee with the catch. That'll end the inning. No runs come in on no hits here for the Cardinals.
Nothing across
They
the
still
board for
trail
both
3-1
teams.
as we
Score
head
is
to
still
the top of the
3-1
sixth.
heading
We'll be
to the
back
top
in a
of the
few.
sixth inning. News leader. Stay informed with local news, weather, and traffic 7 days a week. Now streaming on YouTube and chch.com. Now to play the first baseman, number 37, Kane McGee.
Welcome back here to Bernie Arbor Memorial Stadium as the London Majors here are visiting the Hamilton Cardinals and currently lead the game 3-1 here on Cable 14. My name is Jarrett Matthews and I'll be on the broadcast for all Hamilton Cardinals home games this season. We got a new pitcher in the game now for Hamilton. It's Corbin Peters, the right-hander, as he'll face McGee. Kane McGee, 1 for 2 tonight with an RBI. This is McGee's first game of the season. Corbin Peters now the 2-0 pitch as this one's fouled off, up and out of play. Count moves to 2-1. Peters has pitched 1 inning so far this season, surrendered 1 run. Now the 2-1 pitch to McGee. This one's fouled off again, now even at 2-2. McGee settles back in. Now the 2-2 pitch from Peters, looking to settle things down after the Cardinals gave up 2 runs in the top half of the 5th. This one's fouled off again, still 2-2. Not much movement over there in the London Majors bullpen, with Owen Boone having a great day on the mound so far, 7 Ks through 5 innings. This one fouled off his own foot. McGee a little shaken up. He's going to have a walk here. Corbin Peters will reset, get a new ball. McGee looks to be okay. He's going to step back into the box here with a 2-2 count. Bases are empty and nobody is out. Now Corbin Peters with the 2-2 again. Strike 3 called as he gets him with the breaking ball. McGee sits down, striking out looking. McGee not pleased with himself after watching that pitch fall into the zone. Good breaking ball there by Peters to get the first out. Will Pollard now at the plate. First pitch strike from Peters. Pollard 0 for 2 today. The 0-1 pitch upstairs, now 1-1. Now the 1-1 to Pollard. Breaking ball nearly hits him, but falls just inside. It's 2-1. Stefan Strecker starting to stretch out over there in the bullpen. I would expect Peters to go 1 to 2 innings depending on how things go. As this one finds his own, it's even now, 2-2. Peters typically the setup guy last season, pitched mostly 7ths and 8ths until Jose Fernandez was able to come in. Fernandez will be joining the Cardinals later this season. This one's fouled off now, 2-2 still on Pollard. Two offering again from Peters. This one's hit on the ground to the second baseman. Banks fielded on to first in time to Osika for the second out.
Stepping up to the plate, the left fielder, number 34, Judd Walker.
So Corbin Peters retires the first 2 batters he's faced with a strikeout and a ground out to second base. Now number 34, Judd Walker, at the plate as the fans start to get going here with some chants. This one gets by the catcher Bernardo for ball 1.
Let's go Cardinals! Woo!
Now the 0-1 pitch to Walker. Breaking ball. Thought he was going to get hit there momentarily, but it drops into the zone. It's 1-1. Great breaking ball there from Peters to fool Judd Walker. Another breaking ball finds his own. Corbin really liking that pitch right now. He's got some good control at the moment.
Let's go, pitcher. Sneak time. Let's go now.
Now the 1-2. Another breaking ball, and Walker can only hope to swing and miss at that one as he retires the inning. 3 up, 3 down. No runs on no hits. 2 strikeouts there for Peters. That'll end the top half of the 6th. We'll be back in a couple minutes here on Cable 14.
plate, the shortstop, number 2, Charlie Towers.
Welcome back here to Bernie Arbor Memorial Stadium. The Cardinals taking on the visiting London Majors here on Cable 14. It's going to be Charlie Towers leading things off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning for Hamilton. Owen Boone still on the mound for the London Majors. 7 strikeouts through 5 innings pitched, only surrendering 2 hits and 1 earned run thus far, with 1 walk as well. Towers leads the Cardinals in walks with 5 so far this season. First pitch strike on Towers. Second one is fouled off towards the London Majors dugout. Now behind 0-2. Towers still looking for his first hit of the season. He's got an RBI on a sacrifice and a couple walks, as I mentioned. He's behind 0-2 here to Boone. Now the 0-2 pitch to Towers. Swing and a miss. He strikes out. Towers' 3rd strikeout of the day.
Stepping up to the plate, this center fielder, number 24, Clayton Keys.
Keys, the lone run for the Hamilton Cardinals, steps back up to the plate. He had a double to right center field his last time up. Later scored on a passed ball. Cardinals still trail 3-1 now. 1 away, bases empty for Clayton Keys as he ducks out of the way of a high curveball from Boone. Owen Boone resets. Now the 1-0. That one a fastball on the inside half. 1-1. 1-1 pitch to Keys. Check swing, it's outside. Didn't go around, according to the first base umpire. Keys ahead 2-1. Pitch now from Boone. This one just catches the inside corner. Keys didn't quite like it. He's going to have a quick breather here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The outfield playing a little bit to the right side after that ball was pushed into right center field his last time up. And strike 3 called. He got him on the breaking ball. Keys will sit down, and there's 2 away. The 9th strikeout of the game for Owen Boone.
The right fielder, number 5, Tyler Duncan.
Tyler Duncan now with another opportunity. 2 outs and the base is empty. He's 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts. As this one's hit hard, and that'll be a base hit for Tyler Duncan. Duncan will trot into first. So the Cardinals got something going here. With 2 away, that'll bring up Dennis DeBanning.
Number 14, Luis Bernardo.
Luis Bernardo batting in the 4 spot. 0 for 2 today. One of the best hitters so far of this young Hamilton Cardinals season. Infield playing back, respecting the power of Bernardo. Tyler Duncan with a decent lead over there at first, being held on by McGee as Bernardo swings and misses that one on the inside. He's behind 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch from Owen Boone. Throws over, trying to get Tyler Duncan, but he slides back in safely. A little bit of action in the bullpen of the Majors and the Cardinals as well. Now the 0-1 pitch to Bernardo. Fastball gets him to swing and miss. He's behind 0-2. Cardinals looking to generate something here. Still down 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Got a man on base. Just the 3rd hit of the game, I believe.
You got this one, Luis. Come on now.
Yep, 3rd hit of the game for the Cardinals. Nick Davies warming up in the Hamilton bullpen. Now the 0-2 from Boone. Just a little bit high. Good take there from Luis Bernardo. Now the 1-2 pitch. Bernardo pulls it hard down the left field side into the parking lot. A couple young fans racing to grab that foul ball. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Owen Boone settles back onto the mound. A 1-2 count still on Bernardo. Strike 3 called there, and that'll end the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors committed by the London Majors. Score still 3-1. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals baseball here on Cable 14. We'll be back with the the top half of the 7th in just a few minutes.
The 7th inning was brought to you by Sammy's Ancaster. Now at the plate, the shortstop, number 12, Keith Candell.
Welcome back to Bernie Arbor Memorial Stadium here. Cable 14 covering the London Majors visiting the Hamilton Cardinals. We've got a close game on our hands so far. It's 3-1 Majors as Corbin Peters comes back out onto the mound to start the top of the 7th. Peters started pretty hot earlier in this game, striking out 2 of the first 3 batters he faced, going 3 up, 3 down. As he's ahead early, 0-2. Keith Candell, the shortstop at the plate for London, hitless so far this season. Candell a strikeout already in this one as he takes one for a ball. Now 1-2. Cardinals looking to shut down this Majors lineup and looking to make a comeback. Down 2 runs, a breaking ball there from Peters. He's had that pitch well under control so far today. 2-2 count now on Candell. Swings and misses at another breaking ball. He's got that one dialed in, and there's one away.
Coming up to the plate, the second baseman, number 11, Brett Graham.
One out now for Brett Graham, the leadoff hitter for the Majors today. He's 1 for 3, scored earlier as well. Peters and the Cardinals would like to get these next 2 batters out before that number 3 hitter comes up, Diolio, who's 3 for 3 on the day. First pitch inside from Peters for ball 1. Now the 1-0 to Graham. Breaking ball. Peters loving that pitch right now. He's getting it called for strikes all day. Fans getting behind Peters and the Cardinals right now. Another swing and a miss. Peters dealing right now. Graham 1 for 7 on the season. Now the 1-2 offering from Corbin Peters nearly hits Graham as he ducks out of the way, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stefan Strecker warming up over there in the Cardinals bullpen. Might see him in the 8th. Corbin Peters gets him to ground to the second baseman, Troy Banks, who has time, makes the play no problem, and there's 2 away. Peters has retired all 5 batters he's faced so far. If he keeps this up, he's going to continue to pitch in this game. So now a big spot here for Peters and the Cardinals, looking to get the number 2 hitter, Reyes Cruz, out and escape this inning. Another 3 up, 3 down would be nice. First pitch misses the zone for ball 1. 2 outs now for the Cardinals here in the top of the 7th inning, as they still trail 3-1. Now the 2-0 pitch from Peters. Hit hard on the ground to the first baseman, Osika. He goes to a knee, fields it no problem, touches first for the 3rd out. Another 3 up, 3 down inning for Corbin Peters and the Cardinals as they still trail 3-1 here on Cable 14. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
to the plate, the left fielder, number 16, Dennis Devaney.
So here we go for the bottom of the 7th inning. We're back here at Bernie Arbor Memorial Stadium. Got the Cardinals taking on the London Majors. Cardinals currently trailing 3-1. Corbin Peters on the mound for Hamilton, dealing the last 2 innings, shutting down that London offense. Now Owen Boone looks to be back in the game for London. 10 strikeouts today. Very impressive through 6 innings for Boone as his first pitch is high for ball 1. Dennis DeBanning at the plate. One for one today. Walked as well. Now the 1-0 pitch from Boone. Swing and a miss from DeBanning. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 to DeBanning, taken upstairs, 2-1. Cardinals looking to generate something here. DeBanning awaits the 2-1 pitch from Owen Boone. Swing and a miss, now 2-2. DeBanning joined the Cardinals late last season, had a couple of home runs, and helped them win a playoff series against the Guelph Royals, ultimately falling short of the championship series after losing in 5 games to this London Majors team. As strike 3 is called at the top of the zone there on DeBanning. He is sat down looking.
Step up to the plate, the designated hitter, number 3, Danny Berg.
Danny Berg now at the plate for Hamilton, the left-hander. 0 for 2 on the day. Shows bunt, gets a piece of it, but it's foul for strike 1. Danny Berg, one of the few Cardinals left in this lineup, looking for his first hit of the season. Owen Boone, a tough customer for Berg, looking to get his first hit, as this one is down the line and it's going to drop fair. That's going to be extra bases for Danny Berg. He rounds first, heading to second, and he's going to get in there safely. Stand up double down the right field line. Danny Berg. And the crowd is excited now as Hamilton has a runner in scoring position with Lane Renault, the third baseman, coming up.
Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, number 48, Lane Renault.
That just the 4th hit surrendered today by Owen Boone and this Majors defense. 11 strikeouts, but now the Cardinals, Danny Berg on second base in scoring position here for Lane Renault. First pitch swinging and missing is Renault. Renault 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Today being his first game of this IBL season.
Let's go, 48! Not too late!
Now the 0-1 pitch from Boone. Watches that breaking ball drop into the zone. He's behind 0-2 now. Troy Banks on deck for the Cardinals, the number 8 hitter. The 0-2 now to Renault. That one's low, blocked by the catcher, Diolio. Diolio and Boone been a very good duo on offense and defense today for London. Diolio 3 hits, Boone 11 strikeouts. the 1-2 offering from Boone. Outside, even. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lane Renault. Renault had a nice play earlier in this game at third base. Caught a very hot shot from Cleveland Brownlee. Nearly got over his head, but he was able to wrangle it in and end the inning. Stopped a rally for the Majors. Kept this game at 2 runs. Now the 2-2. Strike 3 called as Lane Renault thought that was a ball. It looks low and inside from up here. He's having a quick discussion here with the home plate umpire, but it's a strikeout either way. Now 2 down for the Majors as Troy Banks.
Second baseman, number 7, Troy Banks.
Troy Banks, the right-hander, now at the plate, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Lane Renault goes down looking for the 12th strikeout of the day for Owen Boone. Banks swings and misses at the first pitch. Just out of reach for him there. Berg at second base after that double down the right field line, still looking to score. Single should be enough to do it. He's pretty quick. This one's hit hard to left field. Left fielder moving back. Walker makes the grab. A very nice play there by Walker. That was going over his head. He had to turn around and make a play on the run, but that'll be enough to end the inning. No runs there for the Cardinals on 1 hit, an extra base hit that was. We'll be back in a couple minutes here on Cable 14 for the top of the 8th inning.
Now to play the catcher, number 26, Eduardo Diolio.
Welcome back to the ballpark here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. You join us here at the top of the 8th inning. Corbin Peters back on the mound for Hamilton after going 3 up, 3 down twice in a row in the 6th and 7th. We've got the catcher at the plate. That's Eduardo Diolio. 3 hits on the day, an RBI as well to his name. As Corbin Peters gets him to swing and miss at that one. This is his first time facing Peters this game. Peters ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one just misses the outside, low and away, 2-2. Peters liking the breaking ball on the inside half here. We'll see if he goes back to it. Nope, that's a fastball low. Now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Stefan Strecker, pitcher warming up for Hamilton in the bullpen. We'll see if they need him the way Corbin Peters has been pitching so far. 3-2 pitch, breaking ball just misses the zone. Peters thought maybe that was strike 3, but that's the first batter to reach base against Peters. He had retired 6 straight before that.
Stepping up to the plate, this center fielder, number 7, Starling Joseph.
Starling Joseph at the plate now for the London Majors. Joseph 1 for 3 with an RBI and a strikeout in this game. Had a hit into left field. DeOlio has reached base in all 4 of his plate appearances today. 3 hits and now a walk, as Cardinals will have a quick meeting at the mound between Bernardo and Peters. Starling Joseph will step back into the box here as Peters settles in. So 1-0 count on Joseph. Small lead by DeOlio as this is a ground ball to the shortstop. Towers steps on second and easily makes the double play over to first. Tristan Osika on the other end. A quick double play there for the Cardinals. That'll help Peters out.
Stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter, number 35, Cleveland Brownlee.
Good job there by Peters getting Starling Joseph to ground into the double play. Now 2 outs and the base is empty for Cleveland Brownlee, the designated hitter. Brownlee 1 for 3 today. Ripped a single into left field his first time up, but hasn't reached base again since. The 1-0 pitch now from Corbin Peters. Breaking ball. Brownlee was sitting on that one but fouled it down. A ball and a strike now on Brownlee as he steps out of the box to take a breather. Now the 1-1 pitch from Peters. Another breaking ball as it's pulled into left field. To Banning, wasn't able to get there. It drops in front of him. That's another base hit for Brownlee. 2 away, and now a runner on first for London.
Stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, number 37, Kane McGee.
Pinch runner now coming into the game for the London Majors as Brownlee will have his afternoon be finished. 2 hits for him in the ball game.
Pinch running for
Solid
London,
day
number
for Brownlee.
29, Brad Verhoeven.
Brad Verhoeven is the pinch runner over there at first, looking speedy with a short lead, being held on by the first baseman, Tristan Osika. First pitch is called strike on the breaking ball from Peters. McGee at the dish now, struck out in his last at bat. He's 1 for 3 today. 1 strike on McGee as this one's outside with the fastball, even now. So a pinch runner in the game for London, looking to extend their 3-1 lead. Cardinals with 2 more innings to try and tie this game. As this curveball is just a little bit high. Peters liked it. Now the 2-1 to McGee. Swing and a miss, blocked by the catcher Bernardo. Fooled McGee on that one as he's smiling, stepping out of the box, and he's going to reset. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. McGee at the plate, Corbin Peters still on the mound. Now the 2-2 offering. And it's hit on the ground, weakly to the shortstop, and he flips it to Troy Banks. That was Towers with the play at short, and that'll end the inning. No runs come in there for the London Majors after 2 hits. The score is still 3-1 London over your Hamilton Cardinals as we head to the bottom of the 8th. We'll be back here on Cable 14 in a few minutes.
Stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, number 20, Tristan Osika.
Here we go for the bottom of the 8th inning. Cardinals running out of time here, trailing 3-1 in this game to the London Majors. Tristan Osika, the first baseman, now at the plate, looking for his first hit today. Owen Boone still on the mound for the London Majors, having a stellar performance so far, pitching 7 innings, giving up just 1 earned run on 4 hits, striking out 12 of the 26 batters he's faced, walking just 1. Now the 0-1 from Boone. Osika swings and misses. Osika steps back into the box behind 0-2 now. Owen Boone winds up. And strike 3 called at the knees. The 13th strikeout of the day for Owen Boone. He's having a heck of a day.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 2, Charlie Towers.
Now the leadoff hitter, batting first in the order, Charlie Towers. Made lots of plays on defense today, but hasn't been able to get it going at the plate. He's 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. First pitch from Boone. He shows bunt, pulls back, but it's strike 1. Towers didn't like that one, perhaps thought it was inside as he pulled back his bunt attempt. Towers steps back in now behind 0-1. Fielders in on the corners in case of a bunt. Check swing, but they definitely went around on that one. 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch from Boone. And a strikeout. Number 4 for Towers today, and number 14 for Owen Boone. Just an incredible performance.
Step up to the plate, the center fielder, number 24, Clayton Keys.
Center fielder Clayton Keys at the plate now for Hamilton. One of just 4 batters with a base hit. There was actually an extra base hit for Keys. Now 2 outs and nobody on for the Cardinals. Looking to make a comeback in this game. Owen Boone not letting them get anything going so far. One 0 taken for a strike by Keys. 1-1. The 1-1 offering from Boone. Hit up the middle to Starling Joseph. It's going to drop right in front of him. It's a base hit. 2-out single for Clayton Keys, his second hit of the day.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 5, Tyler Duncan.
So a nice single there by Keys to get something going here for Hamilton. Tyler Duncan will have another opportunity. A base hit in his last at-bat. 2 strikeouts as well today. Duncan represents the tying run here at the plate. First pitch now from Boone. This one's hit hard up the right side, and it's going to get through. Clayton Keys going to round second. Nope, he's going to hold up and stay there. But a runner in scoring position now for Hamilton as the go-ahead run will come to the plate. Hard hit ground ball there by Tyler Duncan. Gets through the infield. His second hit of the day. Keys and Duncan both with 2 hits. So it looks like that might be the end of the day for Owen Boone. We got some guys warming up over there in the Majors bullpen. Boone up over 100 pitches in this game. No surprise there, given it's the bottom of the 8th. Well, looks like Boone will stay in for the moment, trying to get out of this inning. A little bit of a buffer to work with so far.
Stepping up to the plate, the catcher, number 14, Luis Bernardo.
Luis Bernardo at the dish now. Hitless today. Had a couple of hits in previous games this season. Bernardo, one of Hamilton's imported players. He's from the Dominican Republic, as you might be able to tell from his walk-up song. 2 outs and 2 men on now for the Cardinals. Looking to tie up this game. Bernardo represents the go-ahead run. This one hit to the left side, and it's going to get through. Keys rounding third. He's heading home, and he's going to get in there well safe, as now there's a runner going to third. Just a poor decision there by the left fielder, Walker, to try and catch Keys at home. He was going to beat that throw no problem. And the runner there, Tyler Duncan, at second, took advantage, going to third. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
The left fielder, number 16, Dennis DeBanning.
So now a huge opportunity for Dennis DeBanning, who's got 1 hit already today, as well as a walk and a strikeout. The tying run just 90 feet away in Tyler Duncan. And this might be it for Owen Boone. Owen Boone now giving up 7 hits today, 14 strikeouts. So just an excellent performance by him, and a crowd showing their respect for his effort today.
on for London, number 48, Addison Gonzalez.
So here we go, new pitcher in the game. It's Edison Gonzalez on the mound after Owen Boone's day is done. Boone went 7 2/3, giving up 2 earned runs on 7 hits, striking out 14 of the 31 batters he's faced. 1 walk as well. Now this inning is getting very interesting. Cardinals trail just 3-2 now. First pitch taken for a strike. DeBanning at the plate now, the right-hander. He's got the tying run 90 feet away in Tyler Duncan. This whole rally happened with 2 outs, a couple of singles in a row. Now the 0-1 pitch from Gonzalez. DeBanning takes another breaking ball. This one misses high and inside. It's 1-1. Bernardo being held on first base by McGee. Nobody holding Tyler Duncan on, though, as DeBanning swings and misses at a good breaking ball by Gonzalez. Now the count 1-2 on DeBanning, 2 outs. A ball and 2 strikes on DeBanning here with 2 outs. Pitch from Gonzalez, called strike 3 on the inside. Dennis DeBanning does not like it. It looked inside from here, but that's enough to end the inning. 1 run does come in for the Cardinals as they make it a 3-2 ball game heading to the top of the 9th inning. We'll be back here on Cable 14 and for the 9th inning in just a minute.
The Hamilton Cardinals next game.
inning is brought to you by Acura of Hamilton.
So a new pitcher in the game now for Hamilton here in the top of the ninth inning.
Fielder number 14, Will Pollard.
An excellent day on the mound for Corbin Peters, going 3 innings, giving up no earned runs on just 1 hit, striking out 3 of the 10 batters he's faced. Now on the mound, Stefan Strecker, the longtime reliever for the Cardinals. First pitch called ball 1. It's Will Pollard at the plate, London, Ontario native, as he grounds one foul to even the count at 1-1. Cardinals fought back in that latter half of the bottom of the 8th inning, getting a 2-out rally going, just drawing within 1 run now of the London Majors, trailing 3-2. As Strecker gets him to swing and miss at the changeup, it's 1-2. Strecker had an excellent season last year as a Cardinals reliever. Been in the IBL for a long time. The 1-2. Strike 3 as he gets him on another off-speed pitch. So there's 1 down now for the Cardinals here in the top of the 9th. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter here for the London Majors, number 13. Dan Battelle now at the plate.
13, Dan Battelle.
The left-hander in to face Strecker here with the bases empty and 1 away. London looking to add some insurance runs to their lead as the first pitch is taken for a strike. Did not go around on the swing. Count now 1-1. Stefan Strecker, a Dundas, Ontario native, returning to the Cardinals for his 4th season with the ball club. This one inside, finds the zone though, catches a piece of the plate. It's now 1-2. Strecker is a 7-time IBL champion, 2-time All-Star, and 2-time playoff MVP. And he's also the IBL all-time leader in appearances by a pitcher with 315, now 316, as he gets him to strike out. That's 2 back-to-back Ks for Strecker.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 12, Keith Candell.
Keith Candell steps into the box now with 2 outs, bases empty. Strecker delivers. Gets him to swing and miss. Strecker feeling good today. Candell, the shortstop, 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts. Strecker looking to make that 3 as he's ahead 0-2. Now here comes the 0-2 from Strecker. We'll see if he mixes it up. Just outside, Candell barely able to lay off that one. It's 1-2. Now the 1-2 from Strecker. And it's hit into left field. Oh, and it's caught. Jumping and grabbing that is Lane Renault. Another very impressive play over at third. That'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Strecker and the Cardinals. The score remains 3-2, heading to the bottom of the 9th inning. We'll be back in just a few minutes here on Cable 14 with the bottom half.
Stepping up to the plate, the designated hitter, number 3, Danny Berg.
So here we go. We're back here at Bernie Arbor Stadium for the game here. Bottom of the 9th inning, Hamilton Cardinals trail 3-2 to the London Majors. They're going to need 1 run to extend this game, 2 to win it. It's Danny Berg, the left-hander, starting things off, facing Gonzalez on the mound. Gonzalez entered to finish the bottom of the 8th, and will continue here in the bottom of the 9th. Now the 0-1 pitch from Gonzalez. Swung on and missed by Berg. Berg in his last plate appearance doubled down the right field line, looking for another one of those. Berg, Renault, and Banks, the hitters due up in this inning for the Cardinals. Now the 0-2, breaking ball outside, 1-2. Berg 1 for 3 today with that double. Now the 1-2 pitch from Gonzalez is hit up the middle, and it's going to get through by the second baseman. Graham unable to get there. It's a single, second hit of the day for Danny Berg, and that'll start the rally for Hamilton.
Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, number 48, Lane Renault.
Charles Bowman in left field for the London Majors. Defensive substitution after that pinch hitter came into the game. Lane Renault 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. Looking to extend this game. Could win it with a home run. He represents the go-ahead and winning run. Tying run over there at first in Danny Berg. Nobody out, and Berg on first. Gonzalez behind 1-0. That one does find the zone on Renault. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch from Gonzalez. Renault takes it upstairs for ball 2, 2-1. Berg not much of a lead, being held on at first by McGee. Lane Renault settles back into the box, ready for the 2-1 pitch. Looking to extend or possibly win this game. Foul tipped into the glove. It's strike 2. Big cut there by Lane Renault. Well timed, but just got under it. Now the 2-2 pitch from Gonzalez. The offering. Hit by Lane Renault. Well hit ball, but it's foul down the right field line. Count holds at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch again from Gonzalez to Lane Renault. Renault takes it for ball 3. A good eye there at the bottom of the zone. Everyone in the stadium anxiously awaiting that call from the home plate umpire. A lot of people here today in attendance, but boy, when this game gets tense, it's quiet. Lane Renault, full count now. The payoff pitch from Gonzalez. And it's hit to the left side, right side, and it's bobbled by the second baseman. He's going to throw to first to get the out, but now the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position. That ball was hit on the ground to the second baseman, Brett Graham. Bobbled it, wasn't able to make the second.
Stepping up to the plate, this second baseman, number 7, Troy Banks.
Graham bobbled it, wasn't able to go to second initially to try and get the double play. Berg, pretty quick player, gets into second safely. So Okay job done there by Lane Renault to advance the runner, as Berg is the tying run, now in scoring position with one away for the second baseman, Troy Banks. Banks looking for his first hit of the day.
Time to shine, boy.
Gonzalez, first pitch now to Banks. Breaking ball falls into the zone for strike one. Tying run on second here for Banks, as the 0-1 pitch now from Gonzalez. Good secondary lead from the runner Berg at second base. Both fielders a little bit more concerned with the man at the dish. Troy Banks resets in the box. The windup now from Gonzalez. The 1-1. Hit on the ground to the left side. It's a soft grounder. Has a chance to get safe at first. And he is called safe. So it's an infield single. And that'll put runners on the corners with one away. Troy Banks, a clutch hit there. Soft little grounder, just died enough in the grass that the third baseman, Reyes Cruz, didn't quite have time to get him at first. Quick run, great effort.
To plate, the first baseman, number 20, Tristan Osika.
Tristan Osika now at the plate with an opportunity to tie and possibly win the game. Osika last season did have a walk-off home run deep to right field. We'll see if he can recreate that magic here in the bottom of the ninth of this game. Osika 0-4 today. He's got runners on the corners with one out. First pitch, low for ball one. So the story so far in this bottom half of the ninth is a couple missed opportunities on defense by the London Majors. Couple weakly hit ground balls ended up advancing runners. Now the tying run just 90 feet again away from the plate. Breaking ball on the outside. Good take there from Osika. It's 2-0.
Go, Tristan. Keep it up now. Let's go now.
Now the 2-0 pitch from Edison Gonzalez. Osika takes another ball outside. It's 3-0 now. On deck right now for the Cardinals is Charlie Towers. Now the 3-0 pitch to Osika. Taken for a strike. Don't blame him for not swinging at that one. So 3-1 now on Osika. The pitch here from Edison Gonzalez with runners on the corners and one away. The 3-1 offering. Taken for ball four. Osika will take his base, and the bases are loaded. Now with the winning run in scoring position, Troy Banks at second.
Stepping up to the plate, the shortstop, number 2, Charlie Towers.
Now Charlie Towers at the plate for the Hamilton Cardinals. He's had a rough day at the plate, 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts, but he's got a chance here to win it, or at least tie it with a base hit. Swings and misses at the first pitch, fouls it off, for strike one.
Let's go, Charlie!
Towers a couple hits in the exhibition game against the Brantford Red Sox, looking to find some of that here. Bases loaded, one out for Towers. He's behind 0-1. Pitch now from Gonzalez. High for ball 1. It's 1-1. Towers ready for the pitch. The 1-1. High for ball 2. Good eye there by Towers. Pressure on Gonzalez now to find the zone here with the bases loaded. Got Clayton Keys on deck, who already has 2 hits in this game. Towers would love to extend it here. 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 27th pitch from Gonzalez as it's fouled straight back to even the count at 2-2. Towers timed it up well, but just got under it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Cardinals trail by 1 here with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th. Time called by Towers, steps out, take a breather. The 2-2 pitch now from Edison Gonzalez. Danny Berg over there at third, 90 feet away from tying the game. The 2-2. Taken for ball 3. And Gonzalez is a little bit puzzled on that one. It was a borderline pitch for sure. Called a ball here. It's 3-2, full count. Charlie Towers stands in the box with a full count now. 1 out and the base is loaded. Cardinals trailing by 1. Pitch from Gonzalez. And it's fouled back. Great battle here from Charlie Towers. Three foul balls in this at bat already from Towers. It's 3-2 still. Here comes the pitch from Gonzalez. Towers takes ball 4. A great at bat from Charlie, and that'll tie the game on the walk. Towers' 6th walk of the season, and none bigger than that one right there. We've got a tie ball game with the bases loaded for Clayton Keys, who's 2 for 4 today.
Center fielder number 24, Clayton Keys.
Clayton Keys has a double and his single already today. Looking to walk this game off. The winning run 90 feet away over there at third base. Still 1 out for the majors here. Infield in with the winning run. So close to scoring. They're going to have to go home. First pitch is hit into left field, and it's going to drop, and that'll walk it off. The Hamilton Cardinals win 4-3 here on Sunday afternoon at Bernie Arbor Stadium. It's Luis Bernardo, the hero. Clayton Keys, 3 for 4 today with a strikeout and 2 runs and a walk-off hit to secure the 2nd win of this young Cardinals season. They're now 2-1, and they deny the London Majors from getting their first win of the season. What a dramatic finish here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. Clayton Keys certainly a candidate for player of the game, along with Corbin Peters, who pitched 3 shutout innings. The crowd here at Bernie Arbor Stadium loving every bit of this. Players fought hard in this game, and a well-deserved win.
Cardinals player of the game is number 24, Clayton Keys.
So the Cardinals take it 4-3 here at Bernie Arbor Stadium. that'll pretty much do it for us here at Cable 14. The Majors fall 4-3 to the Cardinals. We'll be back here next Friday night when the Hamilton Cardinals welcome the Kitchener Panthers. First pitch is at 7:35 p.m. Myself and Reed Duffy will have the call. But until then, thank you everyone for watching, and see you next week.